Alright guys, before we start the review video, what on this table is a little different. Maybe something not necessarily doesn't belong, because it belongs. Something that most people probably don't pay attention to? Yeah, the instruction manual. I want to start this video off, and probably a lot of my other videos, by saying one simple rule. And I don't see a lot of people doing this. I ask that you guys please read the owner's manual. There are lots of important information in the manual. Not only just what the Airgun can do, how many PSI to fill it. It tells you how to adjust sights. It tells you how to adjust the comb, how to adjust the buttstock, how to load the magazine, how to put tension in the magazine, when to oil the gun, how many rounds should be fired. It gives you a lot of information, and it's one thing that I don't see really anybody preaching. The problem is it's not how long you've really been doing it. It's, have you shot every air gun out there, or every powder burner? It doesn't matter, but have you shot every gun out in existence? No, none of us have. So we don't know basic operations of things like how to adjust the trigger. It's got 3 set screws. Do you know which one is the length of travel? Do you know which one is the weight? You don't, until you fiddle with them 20 times, and then you finally figure it out, but it takes you forever. So again, not to be too preachy, please read the instruction manual to all your products. Thanks guys. Before we get started with airgun reviews, the first thing I'd like to do is thank Hatsan for sending me the airguns to test, and to also sending me H.P.A pellets to also try. More than likely I'm going to be testing 177 caliber up to 35 caliber in various guns. It won't be all in the same gun. We're gonna actually review pellets later on down the line as we shoot, but today I have something a little special. That is the Hatsan Carnivore 30 cal. Alright guys, enough joking around. Let's get to the review. Let's start from the beginning. Let's go over the basics of every airgun and just kind of show you guys the features. The one thing I like to say about this particular gun, I'm not sure about all Hatsan models, this is new to me, but I will say that this gun is loaded with features. For, what is it, $6.99 or $7.99 for what they charge for a Carnivore? I'm actually pretty shocked that there's so much stuff on this gun. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at everything that the gun has to offer. Let's start from the beginning. We'll start from the muzzle and we go to the butt. All right, here we go. At the muzzle, we have a full shroud with the LDC. It's all one piece. It's not a shroud with a screw on the LDC. It's all tube that's been depressed down from the LDC down to the shroud. So the barrel is shrouded with the built-in LDC at the end of it, so it's all one piece. There is no unscrewing the LDC and then having just a shroud like on some air guns. It's got a 23-inch barrel. At the very front of the air tube, it has your manometer or your gauge, and it goes to about 3,000, a little over 3,000 PSI. You have your air tube. So as we come to the receiver here, you have a receiver with the 11mm and 22mm dovetail. Also, you have the cross slots milled in for those scope rings that actually have the bar going across, and it keeps the scope from sliding, or the bases from sliding along the dovetail. But you won't really have a problem with that, because again, this is a PCP and they really don't recoil. I mean, a little push, that's all you get. On this side, this little mechanism right here, actually when you put your magazine in, this locks your magazine in. The magazine has a hole in the center here, and the bolt goes through the magazine to help it rotate like this. And of course you have your bolt knob, which every time you cock the gun, the mechanism here advances the magazine one turn to the next empty, or to the next full chamber. As you come over to the left side, you have the basic push forward, reverse safety, and which on the safety, it sets every time you cock the gun, it will set itself on safe, and then you have to push the safety off to shoot it. At the bottom of the trigger guard here, you have access holes. You have 3 screws. Moving on to the rear of the stock, you have your basic pistol grip, which is kind of nice for me because it's a big gun. So I can you know, it feels really good in my hands because I have long, skinny fingers. And on this portion, one of the really nice features here, or additions to it, all the features, is you have not only an adjustable cone for your cheek well, it's fully adjustable, but you also have a butt pad here that is fully adjustable out this way and also up this way. Just in this area alone, that's like 3 major features, you know. I mean, that's a lot of features. Here at the bottom, moving over to the bottom, you have your swivel for a sling. Your sling swivel here at the bottom comes on the gun already. You don't have to have one drilled and made up. If you look on this portion of the stock, you have a weaver base. So for people that want to mount a bipod that accepts a weaver base, or if you want to add like a flashlight for night hunting or something to that effect, lasers, anything like that, this gun comes with a weaver base already installed at the bottom. And also on this side of the gun, you also have the second swivel stud. So you have one here and you have one at the front of the gun. So and also, sorry, the gun does come with a sling from Hatsan. It's a nice padded sling with Hatsan embroidered in it in orange. It's really nice looking. So again, like I say, this gun, I mean, you got 1, 2 magazines, you get the field probe, you get the O-rings, you get the Allen screws, you know, here are the O-rings here. Tons and tons and tons of features. Plus, you know, for you guys that are going to tune the guns, I'm not getting into that right now, but if you're going to tune the gun, they have a power adjuster here in the rear of the receiver. So again, everything from the shroud to the manometer on the end of the air tube, swivel studs, synthetic stock, which weighs literally nothing when you remove the stock, to the weaver, a weaver base, a weaver scope rail already in the bottom of the gun. You know, fully adjustable cheek piece, fully adjustable butt pad, dual mounting, you know, dual dovetail mounting for the 11mm and the 22mm rings. And like I say, the mechanism for advancing the magazine. What else? The 2-stage fully adjustable trigger. I'll probably, before I shoot the gun, get into adjusting the trigger and get the weight to where I like it, but right now it's fine for me. One of the other things that I have to say that I like about the gun is the stock mounts to the lower assembly in 2 places. Instead of just one where this hand is, like most air guns, it mounts here twice. So you have 2 mounting positions. And like I was saying earlier, getting back to the barrel band, the barrel band serves as a mounting point for this front screw here. So it's a barrel band with the block at the bottom that's threaded with like a nutcert fitting, and the screw screws into that. So you have 1 point here and 1 point mounting point here. I really like that. I wish more manufacturers would, you know, dual mount their stocks instead of just one mounting position. To me, it feels more solid in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure at some point it improves accuracy. Here's another feature, the little comfort, you know, gel grip here for your hand when you're shooting like this. You can grip here, and you have one on the palm swell. I mean, it's really comfortable. I mean, I just think, you know, like again, for the money, a lot of features for the money, a lot. I think we've touched over the basics. So let's go ahead and the next section, we're going to field test the gun. All right, thanks guys. See you on the next section.